back. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Prescott now. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yard. Back near midfield at the 49.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
Here we go. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, pick your game up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. 58, come on. What's the run? They're running.
They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They go play action. Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. 6-0 our score after 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Austin. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll find his tight end. That's Ben Broniker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Robert Quinn. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Elliott. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. To throw again on second down. Trubisky. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game. You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. From the 39, Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants. So how do you stop it? A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Again, it's Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The 1st down carry by Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, it's Pollard. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. First down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Trubisky. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 47 yards. To the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. He's going to let it fly, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They're going on fourth down. It's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, Guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush. From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup at 25. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius. Coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. There he goes inside the 30. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Prescott to throw it.
I do believe we'll see him.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
But what's going
just
on,
playing
man?
the line of scrimmage.
You like that, huh?
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch 54.
Yeah, I see.
Here's Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcel Darius picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second down and goal. Foles got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after.
Ooh, by the chinny team.
He's got it, so they take just the one here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And with that, folks, I want to remind you to join the NFL Salute to Service. This season, the NFL and its players are honoring those who proudly serve our country, and fans are encouraged to join NFL players in writing letters to service members and their families. To learn how you can send your letter today, visit NFL.com/salute. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Foles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because
blitz coming, and down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Prescott now from the 50. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott, complete to Jason Witten. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check 3, check 3.
Now Foles. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Rolling to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And he rifles one incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Goddard. Throwing again on second down. Foles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Foles with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a goal.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Cooper was the target there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Foles now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Completes it to Lee. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Check, check. Lucky.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
So we got man.
They go to Elliott again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Everybody, check. Get this worm on.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. All right, CD, let's look ahead to Week 12, the week before Thanksgiving. Hard to believe some big games. It started Thursday night, Colts-Texans, to decide who would go ahead in that division, but also Seahawks-Eagles, a game that you're going to be doing. That's a big one.
It's a monster one, and if you look at the Eagles' record, you would think they absolutely have to have it. But in the NFC East, even a loss doesn't eliminate them, does it? But if they win, they could be neck and neck with Dallas.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 12, Foles nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's taken on the 25. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Safe.
And that'll set them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
I got one.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Be alert. Mike 54. Get track.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.